This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hello subscribers and welcome back to The Date in Orange. It is another week of me playing Cupid, and this week's match brought together Adrian and Caroline for a first date in Newbridge House and Gardens in Donabate. Adrian is early 40s from Louth, owns his own business and is a big sportsman. He is into GAA, football, running, the gym and generally just keeping active. He is a dad already and is open to having more children. When we spoke, he said he was looking for somebody kind, caring, emotionally mature and able to communicate well. A good sense of humour was high on his list too. Caroline is late 30s from Dublin and works in operations. She loves yoga, dancing, reformer Pilates, walks, reading, brunches and getting away for the odd trip or hotel break. She was looking for somebody active, well-groomed, good crack, family-orientated and with a few passions and interests of their own. On paper, there seemed to be plenty of overlap. They're both active, they both getting out and about, both love a good walk and a weekend away. Both are quite chatty and polite, so I knew it would be a nice date regardless of the outcome. So I sent them off to Newbridge House. The plan was simple: meet outside the cafe for a coffee, head off for a walk around the grounds and with any luck sparks would fly. So let's see how they did. Did they hit it off? Was there chemistry? And most importantly, will there be a second date? Let's see. Caroline, thanks a million for joining us. Could you give us a little bit of a background on kind of your just dating, how it's been going for you in your background in general?
Yeah, I've been single for a while myself, and in the last couple of years or so, haven't really been going on all that many. I used to go on more when I was initially single, but you kind of get a little bit tired of it after a while. Yeah. So no, it's been good. Like, I like meeting new people, and like whether that turns into something or it doesn't, it's nice just having, being curious and having conversations with different people and meeting different people all the time. So
yeah, true. I think like a lot with dating, if you don't date at all, then when you go back into it, people are often like, petrified of the first date again. At least if you kind of keep meeting new people, you won't
keep the toe dipped in the hot water. Yeah, I suppose like it's I'm tempted now and again to just stop, and then I'm like, but if I do stop, then as you said, it'll be really daunting to get back into the swing of it. And
what have you been on the apps? Have you done any singles nights or anything like that?
I have. I've done a couple of speed dating. I've done a couple of them with a few friends, and then did one of the single events nights, which was a nice way to go about it, because at least when you're in the room, you know that everybody there is single, so you don't have any worries about trying to find out if the lad you're talking to is single or not,
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Well, at least with the speed dating, you're forced to rotate, whereas the singles nights, then, if there is somebody that you kind of want to talk to, you really have to go and talk to them, but at least with the speed dating, you get the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then also the other side of that is that if you're at one of the events, you could get stuck talking to someone and then you don't know how to kind of get away from that conversation with it.
That is so true. And I'm only after realising that now. I got stuck, remember, and it's just like you're kind of just standing there and you're like, how do I leave this actually?
Yeah.
Because you're just in the same room.
You don't want to be rude. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah, or go to the toilet, but you can only do that so many
times. Yeah.
With the speed dating though, I think the first time I did it, I think there were like 23 individual dates. There were 2 more women than men. So you had like a bit of a break, thankfully, because oh my goodness, I was energetically drained when I left. I just wanted to sit in a cold, dark room.
Yeah, true. It is a lot. Yeah. Was it 5 minutes each one kind of? Was it that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, but no, they're a bit of crack anyway. It's like having the apps in real life, you're kind of like,
exactly, yeah. Did anything ever come from it? Did you exchange numbers or anything?
From you don't in the moment. You give your form back up or whatever, and then they tell you if you have matches and stuff. So yeah, I've had 1 or 2 dates from them, but nothing more than that really.
Okay, very good. And yeah, so tell me about this date that you went on anyway. Were you nervous beforehand? And like, take me through the day.
So you obviously had sent a picture the day before and a little bit of background. So when I got that, my nerves kind of kicked in. And we were meeting at Newbridge House and Gardens, which I hadn't been to before and he hadn't been to either. And I was really thankful of having the photo in advance because there were a few men sitting on their own when I got there. And if I hadn't known,
Oh my God, imagine. Hello.
I would have
Are we
been
on a
like,
blind
"Hi,
date?
are you so-and-so?" And yeah, but I was there first, only by a couple of minutes. So like it was grand. I always tend to be a little bit early. But yeah, a little bit of nerves at the start. At least we had how the date came up to talk about at the start to kind of settle the nerves and that. And neither one of us had done that before. So we were able to chat about that before then getting into conversation, and we got coffees and walked around the grounds, and it was one of the many stunning days we've had over the last few
brill.
weeks. So yeah, no, it was a lovely date. Conversation was really easy, you know, different things, talking about family and hobbies and stuff like that. So no, it was easy, to be honest. Yeah.
To hear the full episode, sign up at headstuffpodcast.com or click the link in the description.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.